It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Silver and Black, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jacobs going to try the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Carr now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Darren Waller is one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
Carr now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the 3rd-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him. He led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers to help keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Desmond King back deep. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while at Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mills. Over the middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Carr going to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. There on the stop, it's Neil Farrell.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mills now from the 50. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Mills. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. This a screen to Abdullah. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Mills now looks to throw on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is your game, baby. We're going to make a play, baby. Let's go get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 7. Again, it's Mills. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston, and they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he returns this to the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
From the 25 on second down, Mills. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third and short yardage, Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Abdullah. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Abdullah. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Looking to throw is Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Houston set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Good footwork at the 30. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Mills now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing.
And it's a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Able to slither by and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Here's Pierce. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 3 yards out.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
And it's 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 34. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Mills. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the 2nd half, interesting. Throwing on 1st down, but this one to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And finding Keelan Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
I got you, baby.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Again, it's Mills. And the Raiders have got him. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Let's go, man.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.